Welcome in to Building Brownstown, and today we're going to focus on the fan experience, and who better to talk about that than our guests, Whitney and JW Johnson. It's great to be with you guys.
Hey, Nathan.
Thank you.
This is an exciting time, and I think it's an exciting time for our fans. When you kind of think about fan experience, that's a core tenet. You walk around this building, it's on the walls. Give the fans the best experience. What are you guys excited about in this new enclosed stadium, Huntington Bank Field in Brook Park, what that fan experience is going to be like?
I guess I'll just start off with saying we're so excited about building this new dome stadium in Brook Park. We've been working for a really long time, a lot of different processes and vendors to go out and find the best people to help build the stadium. We went through a very rigorous process to find HKS, our architect, and we're really excited about the work they've put in thus far. We still have a ton of work to do, but this stadium is going to be one of a kind. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be the best in the NFL, and we're going to bring the very best to the Cleveland Browns fans, and we're so excited about what it's going to offer.
Yeah, I mean, I think, listen, you go around the country and go to different NFL stadiums, and you get the chance to kind of glean from different things, and I think we've learned a lot from the different venues, but we're going to make a lot of things that are going to be very unique for our fans. And, you know, most importantly, what we want our fans to do is to come in and enjoy a winning experience. It's first and foremost that we're going to continue to focus on, but we also want to make sure that they have the comforts and everything they need, and having tons of food offerings, plenty of bar opportunities, wider concourses, parking, quality of video boards, you name it. There's going to be so much that we're going to have, and we can kind of dive more into that here shortly, but we're fired up to get this thing done. It's going to be fantastic.
You talked about partnering with the architect, and some of the things you said was make this the best for the fans. So what are some of those fan-first experiences, and maybe whether it's integrated in the stadium, the concourses, that you guys are really excited for people to know about?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we've been listening to our fans for a long time in our current stadium. We have a lot of issues we know we want and need to solve, and with this new dome stadium, we can solve them. So starting with parking, we're going to make sure it's easy to get in and out of the stadium. We have access from multiple interstates, so it should be much easier for our fans. I think starting with that, it'll be so much easier to get in and out of the stadium. And then we're going to have an unbelievable entertainment district. We've partnered with Lincoln Development Partners, so we want our fans to come stay for the day. We're going to have restaurants, bars, other entertainment type activity, retail, that our fans will be able to come in early in the day and then be able to stay all day. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah, I think now when you get into the building, the seats are going to be by far the closest to anything in any other NFL stadium. So the fans are going to feel like you're really right on top of them, from the first row to the last row.
Is that something that's like regulated by the league? Because it varies so widely. Haven't been around the league. To be able to have that, though, is going to be
Yeah, there
awesome.
are certain sections and things that we need to work with, but we want to make sure that, like, depending on the rake of the seats, that you're going to be right there as close as you can as to the limit. We're going to push it to the limit
That's right.
and work with the league as best we can to get there. I think you'll see the new dog pound, which is going to be unbelievable. I think if you think of the world of soccer, Dortmund has the big wall. I think we're going to have a wall similar to that. That's going to be very intimidating and impressive. The rake of the seats, the proximity to the field. The dog pound will have people have its own entrance, their own parking area, so you're literally coming having your feel of the Muni lot now at Brook Park, and then you're going to walk right into your seats, and you have your own, amenities there. It's going to be great. There'll be plenty of room for people to enjoy themselves and have a good time. And scoreboards, yeah. So we're actually looking at that right now, that we would have some of the largest indoor boards in the league. I think if you look at what the Patriots have, I'm not exactly sure how many feet, but we are going to greatly enhance our video boards within the building. Unfortunately, now if you are in a suite or certain areas, you have a hard time seeing the boards, so we're going to eliminate that. So anybody that's in the stadium can see the boards and see all the great stuff that we have, whether that's from the game footage to content, et cetera. But between that, the proximity of the seats, the club levels we're going to be able to offer, it'll be, and I think the food offerings, there's going to be tons of different food offerings that we're working on for people that they'll enjoy.
One of the things when you think about an enclosed stadium is that the sound is going to stay in the building.
Yeah.
And so you're talking about closer seats. You're talking about people in there having a great time, the sound staying in. So what kind of a home field, advantage do you think this can be at that enclosed stadium?
Yeah, look, I mean, we had the best fans in
Totally.
the NFL, period.
No doubt.
I mean, they're highly passionate, they care, they love their Browns, they live and breathe with this team, and we appreciate that. And we know that we have to provide a product on the field that they're going to continue to be proud of. I mean, that's first and foremost. We do think that, we have a great home field advantage currently at Huntington Bank Field, and we hope at the new building it'll just amplify that. I mean, from the level of the pitch, from the roof, the angles that we have. I mean, we're doing everything we can to make this a intimidating environment for people, and that's as rightfully should be. And our fans are going to bring it, no matter, as long as we're playing well, no matter what.
It's so fun, the things that you get to think about, though, in designing this. How if we have this pitch and we have this angle up here, it's going to keep the sound right there on them, and building that fan wall, hopefully by the visitors' tunnel. I know that was something that had been bandied about. So I think it's very exciting. And so you guys talk about fans, and in this organization, it's about fans, it's about community, because the fans are the community of the Cleveland Browns and in this area. And so fans are going to have a great time at game day and staying in the entertainment district and all of that. But this is also going to have a big effect on the community at large. What kind of community impact do you think that this Brook Park Stadium and everything around it that goes into it can have in this region?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. We are building this for our fans and for this community, and we couldn't be more excited. It's going to be bold, it's going to be innovative, and it's going to be transformative. We are planning to have all sorts of events at this stadium. It's not going to be just about the 9 home games a year. We're going to have
Hopefully more.
That's right.
Yeah, hopefully,
Postseason, baby. Yeah.
Hopefully a lot more. But we're going to bring the best of the best concerts in. The Final Four, big time soccer events. So we're talking about having 50 plus events and awesome events. So it's going to be great for the community. It's going to be great for downtown. When people come in, they're going to still want to stay downtown. People come to downtown. So I think as far as the events and being able to have a year-round facility that'll bring great things for this region.
Yeah, I think to that point of the community aspect, I mean, Whitney mentioned the big events, but we're also going to you could have like a farmer's market. You could have like a big outdoor, yoga gathering or whatever it may be. You could do all these different, we could have youth sporting events in the plaza that we're going to have. We could put pop-up basketball courts. We could do pickleball. There's so much things that we can do that we don't have the ability to do, unfortunately, at our location, that this provides us with tons of opportunities to amplify Brook Park. To Whitney's point, 70% of our people come outside of Cuyahoga County. So how do we give them a place for them to have a different destination, as well as, look, we want downtown to thrive and be successful, and that's good for us, and that's good for the teams, and it's good for everybody if we have great downtowns.
Yeah, world class, because you want them to have the best experience,
sure.
and you want people to go. And one thing that we haven't really touched on, but is a benefit of an enclosed stadium, is once you're in there, you're comfortable. Yeah. You're not worried about that in December. Oh, it's 20 degrees. We had the game against the Saints a couple of years ago. That was a tough watch for anybody sitting there.
Last year we had the snow globe game, as we like to call it. Okay,
Yeah.
That was amazing, and it was against the Steelers, and we found a way to win, and it was fantastic. But that really doesn't happen that often. I mean, Buffalo occasionally has a handful of games here, things are there. But to be honest with you, I think the elements are a big part of football, but it's also if you really want to see who's going to be the better team, and so if you're playing in a neutral environment where you're enclosed, you are going to see who the better team is. Somebody, he slipped or he fumbled. Now there's no excuses,
Eliminate the variables.
So, I mean, look, and plus, if it's cold and it's tough here, who's going to come? If it rains, it's a challenge. Whether you're good or bad, it's a lot, and I want people to enjoy a cold beer and not have to wear mittens, or having chicken wings and they're comfortable, so.
I will say, though, one of the great benefits is the roof is going to be this translucent roof. It's kind of a newer material, and it's going to feel like you're outdoors. And then our concourses are these, contrary to what we have today, they're these wide open, massive, super tall ceilings. And so when you're moving throughout the building, both on the concourses and then sitting in your seats and looking through this kind of see-through roof, I really think you're going to have the best of both worlds.
That's right.
You're going to be able to feel like you're outside, but you're not in the elements of the weather. And with the seats the way they are, you're going to be closer. So I think the all-around environment is going to be incredible.
You guys talked a little bit earlier about how this is going to be, it's the newest, going to be the best in the NFL. Quite frankly, it's probably going to be the greatest stadium on planet Earth for a period of time, as it always goes. But you mentioned being able to take things from other places, but there's also new stuff, new technologies that can be utilized in stadiums, and that's going to be at the forefront of Huntington Bank Field.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, obviously talked a little bit about the video boards. I mean, those are going to continue to evolve. I mean, we still have, 4.5, 5 years before we move into this new building, right? So things will change, but video boards are going to be key. Like the sound system is going to be key. And look, I think like wayfinding and things for our fans, right? So like, AI is a big part of our lives right now. And in 5 years, it's going to be way much bigger part of everybody's lives, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, look, we all use Siri on our phones occasionally, but now could you have an opportunity to go, hey, Brownie, where is the closest place to get the best bratwurst in the building, or to get chicken wings, or how do you find the different things? Where's the closest restroom? There are things that we want to kind of continue to evolve to make sure the fans and everybody that's there has the best experience, because the technology in our world is going to continue to change. And when you come to our building, we want you to feel like you're at your home and you can do the same things you do at home. And now you have the ability to do it at Huntington Bank Field.
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great for our fans. Thank you guys so much for the time today.
Well, thanks.
Yeah,
We just
thank
also
you.
want to say thank you to our fans and all the people that have worked so hard on this project. We've got a long way to go, but we are greatly excited. We cannot wait to get in the new building, and it's a new era for Cleveland Browns football.